morning, hun buns. It is your girl, Miss Books to you. I'm feeling pretty decent today. My back it's hurting, but it's not hurting, okay? So let's talk about one of what I feel like was the best decision that I ever made, okay? I have been trying to, and I think I did post, no, I did post, not I think I did. I post a video of my road to my hysterectomy and the struggles that I had before about the low iron, about, blood transfusion. It's a lot. And women go through a lot. We're not going to talk about the just hilarious versus the trans thing, but when she started talking about menstruation, I'm like, baby, listen, like just say that is something that no woman just readily wants to go through. I swear. So let's talk about expense. Jesus Christ. You never know how much something costs until you stop having to purchase it. And buying with the type of flow that I had, it was, and it's TMI, I know, I had to wear both pad and tampon, and that is expensive. So when I heard about, this was a while back, in Canada, that they actually don't make the women pay for it. Women in Canada actually get more time when it comes to maternity. I might, listen, I'm not having any more children, but I mean, Canada seems like a decent place to be because you do need that time, especially after having a child. If it's paid paid maternity leave, that is the absolute best. But y'all, the best decision I made was getting the tumor removed off my neck and spine, and also my hysterectomy. Like you feel a lot freer. I'm not worrying about hey, do I have to worry about messing my clothes? Like that's crazy. Like as Lord, we go through a lot. Jesus. And it seems like it's just not appreciated by most. Hold on, por favor, un momento. So I had to stop and give me some breakfast because I'm gonna be in court for a while. Y'all, I really like this song, K Camp, Spin the Block. That is easy. I love that song. I'm trying not to get copyrighted with playing it. But that is the best decision that I made. Like I said, you're not worrying about a cycle will alter your life. Any woman, well, I can't say any woman because it's not the same for every woman, but a cycle can alter your life. You plan things around it, and then sometimes when it's supposed to come on, it doesn't, or either when, like, I know at one point mine was like I would have one for 2 weeks straight. Listen, and people are like, why are you mean, ma'am? And then also thinking about how hot it is right now. And one thing, I know a lot of people said, well, the doctor said things about my hormones. Did she say something about my hormones? I don't know. Oh my God. Sir. I'm glad nobody was there because he would have took them out. But I don't think my doctor spoke about my hormones. She may have. Let me not misspeak because I absolutely love my OBGYN. I am so ecstatic that I did switch over. So let's talk about that right quick before I go in. So originally I had a Asian OBGYN. And I speak to this all the time, especially when I talk to other people. When it comes to your body, you know your body. I recall when I was 20, when I had my son, I was 21. When I had Princess, I was 24, okay? So what ended up happening was I decided, I'm like, I don't want any more children, right? No, I'm good. I'm fine with just 2, thank you, but I don't see the need for any additional children, okay? And I think that that's fair when a woman decides for herself. The thing was, others, when I say others, I literally mean my doctors were like, oh no, you're young. You're going to want to how you going to tell me what you're going to change your mind. What if your husband wants some more? If he wants some more, he about to find him somebody else to battle them, because I know what I want, and I barely had those two. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. I barely had them two kids. My pregnancy with terriers was horrid. I love them to pieces, but it was horrid. When I say hard, I mean I was ugly. I had a black, my neck is not black, but I had a black neck. Lord, my chain came loose and everything. I had a black neck. It was a lot. It was a lot. Now, Princess, on the other hand, you come on, baby. Princess, on the other hand, not so much. It wasn't a bad pregnancy. But it was just, she ended up being a preemie. So the doctor, when I went, they ended up puncturing her lungs. I had to have a amniocentesis. I think that's what that's called. Y'all, listen, pregnancies, cycles, children, it's a lot. So what was the next thing? It's yeah. So that was one time when they didn't listen to me. I recall when I was pregnant with terriers, they literally sent me home several times, and I'm like, y'all, something is going down. And I don't know if they attributed to I was 21, I was young, I didn't know about that was my first child. They sent me back home, and I'm telling my mama, Lord, that story is hilarious. My mama, my sister and I were pregnant at the same time. So we had a pregnancy ball. My mama was trying to assist me and calm me down with the contractions, and she was like, in the class, they tell y'all, be the ball, be the ball. My mom was like, Carla, be the ball. I'm like, mama, fuck this ball, okay? I want this thing up out of me, okay? At this time, it's a demon, okay? I just want it up out of me. Jesus. So that was one time that they didn't listen to my body. My doctor with Princess, she was sweet. But in regards to the Asian lady, she was refusing, like literally refusing to give me a hysterectomy. And I'm like, ma'am, I am literally bleeding out every cycle. Until it was one point, and honestly, I wouldn't have probably switched had it not been for it, because I think she told me when I went, I was had to be early 30s. I'm like, I want a hysterectomy. They were like, no. Okay. So she told me, wait until I'm 35. I waited until I was 35. Okay. Still no. Okay. So then she said, well, around 40 is when normal people, because she asked me about when did my mama go into menopause. I don't know that. Like, I did ask her. She told me, but my body is not my mama's body. So I can't just willy-nilly wait for her to, or wait for my body to do. Yeah, I want this done and over with. Because at that point, it's inconvenience in my life and things that I was doing, because having low iron, y'all, you sleep all the time, you're tired, you don't want to do anything. My hormones were a mess, especially when it came to me sweat. Oh Lord, when my cycle was on, I would sweat so profusely. Like, I'm talking about, you could literally wring out my shirt. You can wring it out. So I don't know why I keep thinking that's a parking spot. I need somebody to move. But so I was 40, and that's when I went back to her and tried to say, hey, I want my hysterectomy now. So she was like, no. Well, the next person can give it to you. That's basically, she said, no, the next person can possibly give it to you. You'll have to. So at that time, she was leaving, and she was going to another hospital. So I was like, okay, cool. So just let me know. I told her staff, just let me know who comes in. So I said, I tell people all the time, just like you shop for doctors and stuff like that, if somebody refers you. But this time I took it upon myself, and I was like, I'm going to do me some research, and I'm going to look and find my own OBGYN, because I think she was referred Like, she wasn't even referred. It was more so my other doctor retired, and then she came in, because I normally have a male OBGYN. I feel comfortable with either, but you know, it does. Some women, I know that bothers them to have a male doctor, but it doesn't. I need to make sure that the person who I'm with is giving me what I need. So I'm searching. I find Miss Linda. Lord, she is from heaven. When I tell you, I'm like, Miss Linda, this is not where it's at for me. This is where I'm at in my life, and I'm sick of getting these iron infusions, because y'all, I was going to literally get iron infusions every month. Because just as sure as they were pumping iron and blood into me, it's just as fast as it was coming back out. And I had a colonoscopy to see if I had internal bleeding. I went through the gamut. I was a whole lab rat, literally. And nothing was wrong with me. But I do not like taking stuff from people when they try to hand it to me. That's a bad, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why he gave it to the black lady, but didn't give it to the Caucasian girl. And nowadays, with people putting stuff on paper, I definitely do not take stuff, and y'all should not either. But that's the gist. Okay, sexy. Okay, sexy. I'm not ready yet. But yeah, it's a lot. But I digress. I'm about to go to work. I have a busy schedule today, y'all. Hope everybody has a good day. Lord have mercy. Oh, her dress is so pretty. I love me a good flowy dress. All right, you better step. All right, y'all, have a good day. I love you guys. Is it the heart? Yes, the heart. Yeah, and then I wanted to stop doing the heart thing. Lord, why did I'm on YouTube, and I saw this young man. He does this, right? He's half of the heart, so he does the other half, and then he chokes the women. What is the Lord have mercy. All right, talk to you guys.